Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
What's up, man? How you doing? This is actually Kevin Carroll Walker. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Um, a little irritated, but I want to make something very clear to you, sir. I discovered your page because one of my fans DM'd me and said that this dude is bad mouthing me and calling me guilty before I have my the right to my due process. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like that shit really hurt me because I need you to understand the point of view that I came from, especially you being a black man. I just spent 2.5 years in jail for something I did not do. I was a movie star and now I'm currently living in a basement in the middle of nowhere because 20 women decided to lie on me about rape. I'm not calling you. I know this is going to go viral. I know how this happens. Whenever I talk to somebody, they get clicks and views and clickbait. I'm not worried about that, bro. I just want my life back. So let me make some things very clear. I'm not calling you to drop no tea. I'm calling you to be honest. One thing that I want to make very clear, if people just talk to me instead of just trying to get a headline out of me, I'm very transparent. I'm so transparent to the point that it makes people uncomfortable because I have conversations that people don't want to have. If you talk to me, you realize I'm not yelling all the time. The reason I have so much trauma is I finally just revealed on my Instagram page, which is private by PRIVATE VYBE. And if you go look, I finally admitted that my stepdad had been molesting me since I was 12 years old, and my mom molested me. I would never, ever inflict that pain on another person. But what I can admit and be honest about is that as I was growing up and watching my mom run through people and not be in steady relationships, it made me wild out with females. I would be intimate and I would be lied on and I'll be intimate with women and not care about them after. So if they felt used because I didn't want to be with them after, I could understand that. But that doesn't give these women the right to say I'm a rapist. I'm not a rapist and I will never be a rapist. You know what I'm saying? I've been molested by my mother and my stepfather multiple times. And I just now admitted it a few hours ago for the first time. So I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm crying. And every time people catch me, the only time blogs catch me is when they see me yelling at somebody. The reason I'm yelling at somebody is because as soon as I get out of jail and I have no money to my name and I lost my entire career, the first thing y'all blog sites want to go run and do is say I'm guilty because it's the popular opinion. I wish y'all would just fucking listen to me for a second. And I saw your last video about me and the fact that you said, I think he's guilty. Why do you think I'm guilty? Because 20 girls said I'm a rapist? Let me make something clear to you, bro. Very, very clear. These girls were all Instagram models. It started off as 20 and it dropped down to 10. Now these 10, they know I have evidence on them. That's why they're scrambling. If I was guilty, why would it take 2.5 years for me to go to trial? It's not fair, dude. I know you said you being a blog site, you're supposed to do an unbiased opinion, but you're a black man. This could have happened to you too. It's really all it takes is a person to say you did something to him, and you could be in jail too. I'm fighting for you. So when I'm looking at you come at me to like or say he's guilty because it's the popular opinion, man. Fuck your job, dude. Like think of it as a human being. Call me guilty if I'm convicted, but don't call me guilty now. Like that's wrong. Like that's really wrong. If my own people, if my own people are calling me guilty before I'm convicted, who am I fighting for? So now when I fight this case and beat this case, and you come back later and be like, damn, I was wrong. I don't want you to say I was wrong. I wish you could have held your judgment. Because I know your real opinion is you think I'm guilty, but I'm fighting for you. You have black skin just like me. I'm sure you go through the same trials and tribulations just like me. But the first thing you do is call me guilty because you think it's the cool thing to do. That's not fair, dog.
No, I
And I'm
don't.
gonna be
I
very
don't think that
transparent.
is the cool thing to do. It's 10 women. So I automatically just take your word and discard all of those women experiences. It's a lot of women. It's not just one.
I understand that. Listen, man, I understand that. But if you haven't been in the spotlight or had fame and being a movie star and being in front of millions of people, once you blow up, Wiley, because your platform will blow up, man. Just because you hate on me or you think I'm guilty doesn't mean I'm going to stop you or
I
stop
don't
encouraging
hate
you as a
you.
black
I
man.
just was giving my opinion. But you do have, correct me if I'm wrong, don't you have a case that's going or going all the way back to 2016, something back to 2016? If so, that was
I
before
I need you
Superfly.
to No, I understand that, but I need you to understand. All these accusations came after Superfly came out. Why? Think about it. Why would a woman, like, let's be very transparent. I had cases going back from 2013, 14. Why would a woman wait 7 years until after my movie comes out? After my movie comes out, see I make a lot of money and then call the cops on me for rape. You have to understand the pattern. You've been seeing this for years. Tupac, Mike Tyson. Every time a person gets popular, I need you to understand. I had women look at me in the eye and say, "Yo, if you don't give me money, I will say you raped me." And all it takes is a woman to say that they've been raped, and the guy got to be put in jail with no evidence. That's why I'm walking free, Wiley. I need you to think for a second. How do I have an ankle monitor off? How am I leaving the country and moving in different states if I got 10 women accusing me of rape? There got to be something that's fucked up in the system, right? There's people in jail right now facing life in prison accused of one woman. I got 10. How am I free? I need you to stop looking at blogs and think for a second. And let me be very transparent with you. Nobody can expose me because I'm very honest, bro. This is public record. 3 of the women on my case out of the 10, they are minors. And let me explain what took place. These women lied to me about their age. They lied. They told me they were 18 and 19 when I was 20. And I believed them. I believed them. And I'm going to say the same thing I'm telling you in court. Yes, 3 of them were underage. That's the truth. I don't want to lie, but this is the thing. If you would just ask me a question instead of running with a narrative, y'all like, oh, minors, 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 bro. 3 of them were. But this is the thing. If I got to do time for being with a minor that lied about her age, I'd rather do time for that than being called a rapist. I'm not a rapist. But there are women out there that lied about their age. So guess what's going to happen? If they lied about their age, I believe them and I slept with them. That's not my fault. They lied about their age. They said, yo, I'm 18 and 19 when I was 20, and I believe them. But moving forward, what have I learned? To check IDs, I will check IDs next time. I made that mistake. I'm wrong. I am wrong for that. But I did not know their age. But you're not about to call me a rapist, and I'm going to go in the court of law in front of everybody and in front of the world, and I'm going to say the same exact thing. I'm not out here just raping. Y'all have made up some of the most foul stories about me. Like foul stories, saying I'm fucking sleeping with 11-year-olds and y'all saying horrible things. Well, y'all could just ask me a question. And let me make something very clear. I'm just a very open person and a transparent person. That people think I'm talking during trial. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care how many attorneys a person has. Nobody's gonna fight for my life more than me. These dudes, everybody in this business get paid, and then they get paid and they don't really care. Only person that cares about my life is me. Mm-hmm. There's millions of men who's been around women who lied about their age. And there are women out there who lie about their age, know they're dealing with older guys, and then when they don't get their way or their mom or dad finds out, then they go to, I was young, but they knew what they were doing. I was set up. Women did lie to me about their age, and I believed them. And yes, guess what? If this goes viral, fine, but at least you know the truth. And if I go in that courtroom, the most important thing in my life, whether I lose my career or not, is that they know I'm not a rapist. I'm not, bro. So all I would ask you respectfully, just don't get clicks and get views. I'm sure everybody will be like, oh my God.
Well, listen,
he did
because
that.
One of the victims said you had lured her in and she thought she was doing a photo shoot. Again, it's a lot of women. It's a lot of them. It's 10 women against you, Wiley, is what I'm trying to paint this. And we're not create these narratives about you. We didn't think this out of our neck. Wiley. These are the victims, and they said these things about you.
Wiley, I know you saw that interview, and you know what interview I'm talking about. And you saw the evidence of my innocence, and you're still on this platform you're on this platform telling these people that it's a lot of women. It's a lot of women. So you know what I have to do? This is what I have to do, because you have the right to have your opinion. But I hope you can, as a man, I hope once the world finds out I'm not a rapist and that I'm shown that I'm innocent on all 10 of these counts, and I show the world that there are women that lie about rape, that you can give me my due credit and be like, damn, I did think he was guilty and I was wrong and I'm sorry, because this could have easily happened to you. So I would hope that you can have some compassion as a black man and as a man, period, knowing you could have been in the same position I am? And how would you feel if I'm on a platform calling you guilty without you having due process? So if you're gonna have a conversation, you need to have a conversation and be fair. Because every time you call me guilty, you are calling every man guilty before they have due process, which is unfair as fuck. And you're a man. So what does that make you look like? You have to be unbiased, sir. You have to be
Again, I'm
unbiased, sir.
speaking up
You
for the
have to be
women.
unbiased,
It's,
sir.
it's not about me being biased or not biased. What I'm talking about is we cannot discard the women that said you did these things. We can't just automatically just throw them away because you're on the press tour.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But you can't discard my innocence either, because I haven't had due process. But you're discarding that. Well, the moment you said you think I'm guilty is the moment you discarded. The moment you said I was guilty or you thought I was guilty was the moment that you chose a side. So now the reason you chose that side is because with popular opinion, the Me Too movement always wins, because the Me Too movement does not support men, it supports women. But there's men out here that get raped too. Don't forget that part. But the moment you said, I think he's guilty, is the moment you chose a side. Imagine if you had a charge like mine and you haven't had due process in court, and the first thing I say is he's guilty, and then you end up not being guilty. You and your whole platform look dumb as hell.
Well,
so all I would ask you, sir, is I don't think you realize, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You have fans. Whatever you say or what you believe, your fans follow. I've got death threats because of you, bro. I have people saying they're gonna hang me and kill me, and they came from your Wiley show. How does that make you feel?
Again, I have hold on. Well, first of all, again, I'm not the first one to come out and say that you're guilty. It's multiple outlets that say that you were guilty, right? Even other famous singers came out and said that you were guilty. So I'm not the only one that said that you were a guilty man.
But this is the thing, sir. I'm the type of man. I'm not a coward. I'm not a pussy. I don't run from the world. A lot of y'all run from the world and y'all go with
But why would you do this? You have an open case. Why would you present evidence on Tasha K platform when you have an open case? Sir, why would you do something like that?
Sir, I need you to understand. One thing you said, I saw you did an interview or had a conversation with one of my fans that believes me, and you just did not want to believe her or accept that her opinion is that she believes me. I want you to be very clear. I've had evidence and presented it to my attorney months ago, bro. If I would not be speaking on platforms if my attorney didn't feel it was the right thing to do. You just assumed that I was dumb and would give evidence or talk about my truth on a platform without going over my attorney, bro. I'm a very educated man. I made mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I'm not a rapist. But all I ask, man, I'm not mad at you. I'm learning to be forgiving. I'm going to counseling because I got my own trauma I'm dealing with. But one thing, I'm a soldier. I'm never gonna let somebody call me a rapist.
So your lawyer said it's okay to do a press tour with an open case and to embarrass the victims. You're the victims or your accusers.
Derek, are you gonna let me talk, man? If you don't let me talk, I'll just leave, bro. I feel like you're trying to cut me off. Can I speak to you? I'm trying to speak. Thank you. I'm trying to make it clear. I'm going to say it again. I would not be talking publicly if my attorney wasn't aware or didn't know what was going on. I need you to understand, when I first got to jail, every blog site named Mama called me a rapist at a time when I was in jail in solitary confinement, away from my family, not able to defend myself. Now I get out and y'all want me to shut up? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not that type of black man who run behind and hide and duck when shit get real. I face my challenges head on. I'm sorry a lot of people can't do the shit I do or speak up the way I speak. But all I'm asking you, sir, is once I leave this platform, you can keep thinking I'm guilty. But I hope you and your platform have enough respect that once I beat this case, that you can come back and apologize and say you was wrong. Because don't forget, sir, you are a black man. I am fighting for you. Whether you think I'm guilty or not, I still am fighting for you. And I hope whenever the truth comes out, whatever the verdict is, if I was wrong, you can slap in my face. I told you so and make yourself look cool. But if you were wrong, I hope you have enough respect to apologize. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't hate you. I don't hate your platform.
You said on Instagram that the charges will be dropped, and the charges was not dropped, and you're going to trial. Sir, so why would you say that before the judge even make an announcement?
Sir, this is one thing I wish you would do. Everything I do, sir, I think about before I do it. If you would have looked at that post, if you would have screenshot it and read it, I said my case is to be dropped, meaning that there is a possibility it may be dropped. I said in my exact words, I just got notified that my case is to be dropped, not my case will be dropped. The verbiage is very different, sir. So if you go back and look at what I said it's to be dropped. But I said I don't trust that until I go in that courtroom and I am told that my case is dropped. That's what happened. You misconstrued the words.
So why would
Every
you
time I
say
post
that?
something, bro,
Why would you post that without the court even coming out to that conclusion?
I need you to understand the people that control my jail time and my ankle monitor, they contact me and notify me about these things. For example, when that whole movement of girls, of famous girls, was calling me rapist, guess who contacted me? The person who controls whether I go to jail or not. They said, Sir, Mr. Walker, you are not going back to jail. It doesn't matter how many people call you names, how many marches about you, how many blogs post you. We know what's going on behind the scenes. You're not going back to jail. And am I in jail? No. So I'm sorry that I trusted a person that controls whether I go to jail or not. And if they told me my case is to be dropped and it didn't get dropped, that's not my fault. I refer to my fans what I learned from the court system. Now, when I got to the court system, they don't want to drop my charges right now because the case is too big. Why? Because the criminal justice system does not like to be wrong. They do not want to admit to the world that they put an innocent black man in jail for 2.5 years. So all I would ask you, man, and look, man, I'm not a hater of you.
Well, there
I'm
were
actually a fan of
reports.
your show.
They said you got released because of the pandemic. That they debunked that your fee of getting out of jail, the bail, is because of the pandemic, not because you're innocent. It's because of the pandemic.
Sir, I'm letting you know that information is inaccurate. You are not about to let no guy accused of raping 20 women out of jail because of the pandemic. That sounds ridiculous. And I know you saying it back, you know that sounds ridiculous. It's not because of the pandemic. In the courtroom, they know what the deal is. They know what really happened. And they try to clean it up. So how did they clean it up? Let's release him and let's take his ankle monitor off. That's what happened, sir. Nobody is going to be released from jail off 20 rape charges if they really raped 20 women off of no damn pandemic. Come on, dog. Wiley, you are a very smart guy. I know you're way smarter than that. There's people sitting in jail off of 2 rape accusations. I had 20, and 10 of them got dropped. But y'all completely forgot about those 10 getting dropped. So the first thing y'all do is, oh, well, it's still 10 more, then 5 more going to get dropped. Well, there's still 5 more, then 4 is going to get dropped. Well, there's still 1, then 1's going to be dropped. I need you to know, Derek, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be the first man in history, I'm going to say it on your platform, to beat the Me Too movement, to show that women lie about rape. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to beat it, the rape. I'm going to beat it because I know. And when I beat it and I make history and motherfuckers read about me in the future, because there's nobody during this whole era of the Me Too movement that's ever beat it. I'm about to give men faith and hope everywhere. And I'm going to go to the highest mountain and yell that women lie about rape. And when you lie about rape, you take away credibility from real victims. I care about women. And was I the most nicest guy to women in the past? No. Yes, I slept with women. I didn't want to be with them, so they got mad at me and yelled rape on me. The women I hurt their feelings. If you slept with a woman and left her, her feelings would be hurt. I was wrong for that, but don't accuse me of rape. Don't do that. But I'm man enough to face my shit head on, and I don't need to hide behind no attorney or hide behind no pup. I don't need to hide behind nobody. Don't get mad at me because I'm a straightforward man who speaks his mind and don't give a fuck about the public opinion. People are uncomfortable with me and they watch me because I say the shit that nobody wants to fucking say. That's why I'm a leader. That's why I believe in myself. Don't get mad at me because I believe in myself and everybody else is conformed to think about the shit that they're trained to think about. No fucking attorney's going to save my life. He's going to help save my life, but I'm going to save my life with my truth. What man do you know can get on the platform and say women lie about rape in the era of the Me Too movement? What man do you know can get on the platform and say, man, keep your dick in your pants? When I got 20 rape charges and 10 of them shot. What man do you know is doing that? Whether you respect it or not, Wiley, you know I'm doing some shit that makes motherfuckers uncomfortable, and you can't stop watching me because you know I'm doing some shit that makes people uncomfortable. But in order for change to happen, somebody got to do something to make shit uncomfortable. I'm a very educated man. I believe in myself. I put my emotions out there to the world because I am a human being. If I am mad, I talk about it. You're not going to shut me up. If I'm happy, I talk about it. You're not going to shut me up. If I'm suicidal, I talk about it. You're not going to shut me up. You got a whole bunch of skeletons in your closet, Wiley, that you are not brave enough to tell the public yet. I know you're not a perfect person, but the difference between me and you is I can put my trauma out there and be a man about it. And hopefully one day, once my story breaks that I beat the Me Too movement, that can give you and your audience courage to admit y'all faults and what y'all not perfect for and admit the things y'all been through and be brave enough to admit it. Yes, I've been molested by my stepfather and my mother multiple times, over and over. I was sold to a prostitute at 12 years old with my stepdaddy, and she was 24. She raped me. A woman raped a man. Do you believe that? Exactly.
Again,
So I've been through some shit.
you shared
I
this today.
listen,
You shared this today.
listen. Let me finish talking, Derek. Let me finish talking, please. I'm just letting you know I am a fan of your platform. I am. Every platform that spoke down on me, if they would just give me a chance to talk. See, this is the problem. Nobody talks to me. They see what I post and then they cover it, but nobody talks to me. If all these platforms that put me down and called me a rapist early would just talk to me, they will realize I'm not a yelling person all the time. Logical conversation. I have passion, I have logic, I have understanding, but I can also admit I'm not a perfect person. But I'm not a rapist. So I just hope that after this whole thing is said and done, you can if I'm found innocent, I hope you can say, yo, you know what, y'all? I was fucking wrong. This guy beat the movement. He showed women lie about rape. Now we need to have a whole different discussion, and I hope you can have a whole different discussion with your audience. But until then, feel free to hold your opinion. And if I'm wrong and I'm found guilty, even though I know I'm innocent, go on a spree, Harlem Shake, and be proud and happy that another black man is in jail. Go ahead and be proud and celebrate that. But if you're wrong, Wiley, just say you're sorry, and me and you are good.
Do you agree?
But I can't just say.
Do you regret doing the press tour, going on all these different platforms? Do you think that's going to help you or hurt you?
I don't regret it, sir. I don't. I think as men we're trained to. I think as people, when it comes to the criminal justice system, when you look at the history, you're trained to get a lawyer, do a fake statement about. You've seen this statement before. After close consideration, I want to let the public know that all these allegations are false, and now Blue has an attorney that will fight these inaccurate charges, and we hope, nigga, that ain't real. That ain't real, bro. I don't want to pay for somebody to talk to me. I'm a real man, bro. If I get into some shit, I will talk for me. Of course, I have a paid attorney. He's gonna talk in court, but I don't care about me going on these press tours because it's my truth. Determine my fate. God does. God, when I sat in jail, I had 10 rape charges. Nobody think I was getting the fuck out. God said, you know what? Everybody's calling you a rapist. Everybody's saying you're not going to get out. The world puts you down. Let me show the world what I can do. And God let me out of jail with 10 rape charges. When have you seen that? I already made history. I already did it. And women and men, bro, you have no idea. On my private Vibe account, I want to make it clear on your platform because my real fans don't know what my real Instagram account is. My Instagram account is Private Vibe, PRIVATEVYBE. That's my real account. People think that's not my real account. That's my real account. I already made history. I walked out of jail with 20 accusations of rape. That got to tell you something. My bail dropped from $4 million to $400,000. That got to tell you something. But these blog sites, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. I don't trust in y'all. I don't believe in y'all. Y'all don't care about people's real trauma. Y'all care about a headline.
No.
If I died tomorrow, bro,
we care.
No, because let me explain, Wiley. Go ahead.
No, we do care. But I do want to go on the record. The Shade Room said what they said. So we're not the first ones to create this narrative. I definitely want to say that because I don't want to make it seem like I'm pushing this narrative, the only one. But it was other major platforms said these things.
And this is the thing, Derek. Just because you don't see my moves I'm making behind in front of your face, you think I post everything on social media, sir. I post 3% of what I do on social media, and then the media interacts. I understand that the media is going to be triggered by everything I do because of the stigma on my name. I'm aware of that, sir. But what you don't understand is I contacted the owner of Shade Room. I sent her the evidence and showed her that I'm innocent. I already contacted her.
And what did she say?
She DM'd me because all my fans bombarded her and told her, talk to Kaalan Walker. And she sent me her email and said, I'm going to look over this personal matter myself. And once she saw I was innocent, she disappeared. Why? Because story about me, and she does not want to admit that she falsely put out a false story because the article she dropped in 2018 is inaccurate. But she can't go backwards. Of course, she's not going to admit that she was wrong.
So you're saying that
the
Shade Room, that you reached out to the owner and she declined to declare your innocence.
No. This is the thing. She didn't decline. After I showed her the evidence of my innocence, she stopped replying. First she said, I don't recall our article of 2018, I think you have the wrong platform. I don't think she knew that I screenshotted the article. Once I showed her the article, she read it, didn't respond to me for some hours, and then said, please send me the proof and contact me via email. She sent me her personal email. Then I sent her the evidence. Haven't heard back from her since, because I think she knows the mistake she made, but she's not going to go on a platform and say, oops, sorry, I put out a false story on you, because that is the biggest lawsuit they have ever seen in their life. But I'm letting you guys know, as us celebrities, listen, Wiley, I'm not directing this towards you, but I want to make it very clear when it comes to media platforms and blogs, I need you to pay attention. I want you to watch something. When my innocence is shown, mark my words, just watch. These media companies are not going to post that. Why? Because they target men. They want to see men in jail for rape. They want to see men in jail for sexual assault. They want to see men in jail for being abused and beating up people. This whole movement is directed towards the favor of a woman. It's a fact. Men's lives do not matter. Hey, Wiley, if your face got plastered on Shade Room tomorrow and said you had a sexual assault charge, all your fans will switch up on you and call you a fucking clown, like my fans and people switched up on me. It comes with the territory. But the difference is I'm man enough to own up to what I do wrong, but also declare my innocence, because I am innocent. That's all. So I just hope, I know I've been talking, I ain't gonna talk your head off, sir.
No,
but I
because
do
you
want you
said
to know,
something, because Fox 11 reached out and they did a piece about you, and they claimed that you
Yes, they did.
declined to go on their show. Why did you decline to go on Fox 11 when you went on Tasha show, when you went on my radio? Why did you decline them?
Because, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought my own black people could understand my pain, but obviously they couldn't. Why would I go on Fox 11, a dominantly white platform, and try to tell my piece? I'm automatically guilty. Fox 11 is all white people. Imagine a white person sitting at home, seeing a black man accused of rape. Nigga, ain't gonna believe me, bro. That would kill me. I went to black platforms because I trusted that y'all could understand the black struggle, and I went and needed y'all for help, and y'all clown me. All of y'all. Y'all clowned y'all own people before I even had a chance.
Well, again, you have to credit this or say this. It was other platforms that said this, right? Came out, and the women came out and said these things. So this is not something that we got out of our neck or we just created. We have some evidence from these women. They're saying out their mouths that you use photography to lure them in. That's what these women are alleging, and some of them is even worse. So it's 10 women, you know. And
Wiley, listen to me, man. I feel like I just had a 30-minute conversation with you, and you are still, the first thing you go to is 10 women. I understand that. So let me just ask you a few questions. Since you're an interviewer, let me ask you a few questions. All I need is yes and no answers. May I ask you a few questions, Wiley, or no?
You can ask me a few questions. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Are you aware that there are men out there that rape women? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Are you also aware that there are women out there that rape men? Yes or no?
Yes, they do exist. There's some cases of that.
Okay. In some cases, no. There are a lot of cases. Please do not minimize that. Also, are you aware that there are women out here, grown women who feast and enjoy themselves on little kids who are boys? Mm-hmm. Yes or no?
Yes, there's some cases of that as well.
Are you aware that there are older men that feast on infant children, girls and boys? Yes or no?
It's some cases of that as well.
Thank you. So can you tell me, isn't there truth out there, even though it's not in the mainstream? Can you tell me, just like you agree with all those things, can you accurately agree with me that there are women out there who are spiteful and accuse men of rape?
Yes, those cases have existed. You're not the first one to say this. You had a case with Brian Banks, and it was a black woman, that lied on it. It took him years to clear. It took him years to clear his name.
Yes, exactly. And look, let me. I'm glad you brought him up, bro. I'm glad you did. Let's look at Brian Banks. Let's look at Central Park 5. Did you forget them? Because it seems like nobody's talking about them in the media no more. It is very unpopular, because when a man is falsely accused of rape, they're gonna get that nigga a movie, give him a couple million, and sweep him under the rug. When a person is convicted of rape, they hold that shit over the nigga head for the rest of his life. So those guys get praised, right, after they found not guilty. But what did they go through before? They got scrutinized. They lost their jobs. They lost their careers. They lost their money. They lost their public opinion. They lost every opportunity. They couldn't get a job. And all y'all motherfuckers, all of y'all went with the public opinion and said they were guilty. They showed y'all motherfuckers up, and none of y'all are talking about them to this day. That's a fact. I'm going through the same exact thing right now, but nobody's educated enough to even look at their situations to be like, maybe he's telling the truth. And the first thing I noticed about you, Wiley, I analyze people just like you think you analyze me. You don't analyze me, bro, because you look at what I'm posting on Instagram and think that's my life. Let me analyze you. This entire conversation, sir, I'm being transparent with you, telling you my pain, telling you my truth. And what is the first thing you do? But it's 10 women, though. But this. But it's 10 women, though. This. You are trained, bro. You are mentally trained to believe that every time you see a person accused of rape, that is a male, that he's guilty. That is very unhealthy. And on top of that, it is very unfair that if a man goes to the cops and says that they've been raped by a woman, that case won't even get picked up. But if a woman yells rape to a cop, that man has to get arrested immediately. His face is plastered and his life is gone. And when he's found innocent, he don't have a platform to get his life back. So I need you to stop doing that. But it's 10 women, though, and just look at it like, you know what? I do think you're guilty, Mr. Walker. But if you beat this case, I will come on my platform and say I was completely wrong, and I will apologize to you and apologize to all men that I thought was a rapist without due process, and I was wrong. And I hope that you have the courage and the maturity to do that, because you calling me guilty right now without due process is ruining my fucking life, because you're adding more negativity to my life. So I hope you can make this shit right once I prove that you're wrong.
Right. If that happened, we will come and we will apologize and all that. But let's be clear here. You're on the press tour. You do know you will get backlash from the public because you say you have evidence and you're posting clippings of women doing things to you, and you think that's going to clear your name?
I'm not posting clippings.
You're giving clippings. You gave a clip to Tasha K of a woman doing fellatio.
I need you.
You did do that.
I need you to. I want to make something very clear. We need to talk accurately. I haven't posted clips of nothing. I have not posted clips of nothing. There is nothing on my YouTube or any of my platforms. You have
gave it to a blogger to post, is what I'm saying.
I need you. But no. I need you to correct your verbiage, sir. I have not posted anything anywhere of nothing. There's nothing on any of my platforms where I've exposed or posted any of that stuff. Other people doing what they will, that's not my control. But I have not posted anything, so I'm not going to let you say I did something. So
you had told Tasha, quote, that you will give her some information. You did tell Tasha K that. On the record, you have said that. You're just going to give her some information.
I understand. I understand that, but I need you to hear the verbiage you're speaking. I have not posted anything. If someone else posted something on my behalf, that's different. I have not posted nothing. I want to make that very clear, sir. But I do want to make it very clear. I'm not on no press tour. I'm trying to get my story out of what happened to me. There is no reason that a man should be accused of rape, be pushed all to the blog sites, and then I get out of jail and y'all had a nerve to tell me and recommend that I shut the fuck up. Who the fuck would shut the fuck up when they be falsely accused of rape? When I went to jail being falsely accused, y'all didn't shut the fuck up. Y'all went all over social media and bashed me. So why do I need to shut the fuck up now? I don't like that double standard. I'm never going to shut the fuck up when it comes to defending my life. I'm never going to shut the fuck up, because if I shut the fuck up, that's telling every man that goes through rape accusations to shut the fuck up. And I pray that you don't go through that rape allegation yourself and then someone tells you to shut the fuck up. And I will hope if you ever had that allegation, you would speak up the way I'm speaking up. I'm the type of dude, the world can hate me, but I'm going to keep saying I'm innocent. And once I beat it, when everybody apologizes and all those fake people come around in my life, I'm going to forgive them. I hope that you can say that I hope you can say that you were wrong.
Right, and I will. And I want to ask you this. Did you reach out to the neighborhood talk? Did you reach out to the judge? Because there's other blogs out here other than the Shade Room. I do want to ask you, did you reach out to those other platforms?
Can I be honest with you? Mm-hmm. It's a very embarrassing thing to say. But guess what? I reached out to everybody. And you know what everybody did? They left me on scene. Because in their eyes, I'm a rapist. and nobody wants to talk to a rapist. But they wanted to post when Superfly actor and rapper goes to jail. But when they seen I'm out and I need help, nobody wanted to hear me talk. Why? Because they're trying to silence me. Because the popular opinion is all men are rapists, all men go to jail for rape. We don't want to hear you talk. But then when I'm found innocent, everybody gonna want to talk to me. But the problem is, once I'm found innocent, I'm not gonna want to fucking talk to nobody. Everybody left me on scene. Everybody left me on scene. I lost money. I don't have any money no more. Family fell out with me because I stopped making them money. I was living in cars, house hopping in apartments, lost everything off of a girl lying and be like, I'm gonna falsely accuse him of rape, and that's all she had to do. And those motherfuckers turned y'all into warriors on their behalf, and you have no idea, and you have no idea what the fuck they did. All you know is that my face was plastered, and you looked at what everybody was saying in the media, and you went with that. I guarantee you, when the world finds out I'm innocent, and everybody come out and find out I'm innocent, then everybody gonna switch their brain up and be like, I knew he was innocent the whole time. Because y'all motherfuckers don't think for yourselves. Y'all look at what other people do and believe them. That's the problem. Learn to think for yourself. How am I out with 10 charges? How am I out and my bail dropped $3.6 million? How am I out and my ankle monitor off? Nobody care about that part. Y'all gonna find every reason to keep me down. But I'm fighting for y'all. Every man, I'm fighting for him. And I'm actually fighting for every woman that's been raped, really. Because if a woman can say, all I gotta do is lie and say a man is raped because they didn't get money, or they got mad at the man, or the man didn't want to fuck them no more. If all they gotta say is he raped me, that's taking credibility away from real victims. Why would I do that? I'm fighting for real victims, and I'm fighting for men. If you can't respect that, I don't know what you can respect. But all I would tell you, I know I've been on here for a while. My baby sister calling me. I got to go look out for her and go spend time with her. But I just hope, Wiley, after this whole thing is said and done, that you have enough respect for men, period, to come back on your platform, and whatever the verdict is, you cover that news, whether it's positive or negative. Do we have an agreement on that,
We have
sir?
an agreement on that. In your case, your trial actually started in July?
July 15th, sir. I go to trial on July 15th. That's the jury selection starts July 15th. And I wanted to let you know, although you already gave me your opinion about me and how you feel about me, I'm never going to hate you. I respect the fact that you're prospering, sir. It feels good to see a black creator and having fans. I could tell you bust your ass. I see how consistent you are with the content. Very proud of you, man. Very proud. I don't blame you for feeling the way you feel about me. If any person had the amount of charges I have, I'll probably believe you too. But I do wanted to talk to you and to let you know that I'm still going to encourage you. I'm still going to watch your show. Your shit is going to blow up, bro. You drop amazing content. I love how you interact with your fans. And I think you're a pretty incredible person besides all this bullshit. And I hope in the future we'll have a conversation again. But I want to let you know, keep your head up, bro. Your fan base is strong. Your mind is strong. And I respect you speaking and keeping your opinion. But I do want to let you know, this crazy motherfucker that I'm being painted as a narrative, I'm not that way, bro. I'm just really defensive. I got out of jail and I got attacked by the world and I got defensive. I don't got my mom. I don't got my daddy. I don't got nobody because the world thinks I'm a rapist. But it's okay. I'm going to forgive everybody, but that's not going to stop me being a supporter of your show. Keep doing your thing, King, and I'm not mad at you, but I just hope you can cover the news or whatever the verdict is, man. That's all. I got to get back to my baby sister, but I'll talk to you later, all right?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kaalan, for coming on.
Thank you. I want to let you know, man, this may sound crazy. Out of the 50 platforms that covered my story talking shit on me, you're actually the 4th or 5th platform to actually pick up my call. So I can at least tell you thank you for not ignoring me. So I'll talk to you later, bro. God bless you. And tell all your fans and your audience, I hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you. All right. So that was
all right, man.
Thank you. All right, peace. That was Kaalan Walker on the Wiley Show, and we want to thank him for in the courtroom, but we will cover it on our channel. And we want to thank him for the exclusive. We didn't reach out to Kaalan Walker. He called in. We had he said, hey, I want to call in. So it is what it is. We reached out to the Shade Room. We sent them a message. We're trying to see why. Okay, so we're good. So we are live. Shout out to y'all. We did the interview, and we definitely did the replay for those that missed the interview. in the first part. So I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody else want to come on and add some commentary, you can. All right. So we're gonna drop the link. You don't have to show your face, because this one particular person said something on. It's been going on for 3 years, y'all. If we can get her on the line, if she can hit the link really quickly, Queen of the Soul, if you're there, can you click on the link? Okay. Yes, we definitely did the replay because we wanted people to see it. And we will definitely cover, like I said, this trial, it starts July the 15th. So we definitely will talk about this as well. We will definitely do it right here exclusively on the Wiley Show where we cover this. Of course, we are a growing platform, and we want to hear from whoever want to talk. So this is live, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we're gonna bring somebody on. Rhonda, how you doing?
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Wiley.
Wiley.
How are
Hi,
you?
doing good.
Good. Listen, I can keep my avatar on, right? Because I'm
You can hear
just
it. Go ahead.
okay.
We can hear you.
Oh my God, that young man is in so much trouble. He
Okay.
really is. And I'm trying to reserve judgment, right? I
Okay.
don't want to I don't want to judge him. I would rather wait for the court case. But he's not doing himself any help by talking, right? By speaking up on it. Where's his attorneys? And the court case is when? In July next month?
The trial actually starts July 15th.
Oh,
Yes, next month. A couple of weeks.
so how did he now he mentioned that his bail was at 3.6 million. Now
Yes.
it's at 300,000. Why did they drop it and why did they release him? What's the background on that?
Well, what the reports were because of the pandemic, right? That's what we heard. So I don't know all of the facts, but what I'm gonna do tomorrow, um, actually it's the weekend. I'm gonna have to do it on Monday, is to try to get comment with the DA and see why did they drop it? What tea can they spill on this? But I don't know. But regardless of what it is, the judge said it's a trial. They did not drop the case, and so it's still a trial. Sex tapes have been released. Multiple tapes have been released. It was on my radio platform, and also Tasha posted a clip as it as well. I don't think that piece will help him. As I don't think that will help him
Is sex tapes with one of the victims or another girl?
with women. I don't know if the victim or not because I haven't seen the tapes, but most people have told me that it was some tapes that he had gave to some bloggers, and they released it on their Discord page, and some released it on their Patreon.
Okay. Now, I saw him interview with Jason Lee, and it was rumored that he had like an affair because he played Halle
Oh, okay,
Berry's
with
son.
Holly Berry. Okay, that wasn't true.
It
According
wasn't
to
true.
Taylor,
Okay.
he talked about that. He said that wasn't true. That Jason did that for clicks and views.
No.
And yeah, he did it for
Okay.
clicks and views. So we definitely talked. He definitely discussed that on Tasha K platform. He said Holly Berry have been nothing but nice and kind to him. It was another rumor they said that Holly Berry bailed him out of jail. That was a lie.
That was a
According
lie
to Kayla
too.
Walker, his mother bailed him out with his money because she had control of his bank account.
Now he said that he mentioned people that molested him. Did
His
he say
mother and stepfather.
his
Yes,
own mother too?
he did say that. He just said that what today?
I
He just
heard
announced
it.
that? Yes. Hmm.
That is shocking. Oh my God. Great job. Great job, Wiley.
Yes. So Fox LA said the bill was were reduced due to COVID. So I know I heard that. So that's what we have some people in there. And so if y'all have any more information that y'all want to call in, click on it and definitely yeah, click on it, and then we also will do the phone line. So, so Queen of Soul, if you want to call in, you can call in directly, and I just put the phone up to the screen because I don't feel like opening up the phone lines. Thank you,
Okay.
sister. Let me go ahead on and get another person on.
All right. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
bye bye. Oh, better yet, I will open up the phone lines because if she got some tea, we gonna definitely get her on.
All right. Let's go.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye bye. Marquita, you live on the air. Marquita,
Hi,
you there?
Wiley.
Hi,
How are you?
doing good.
First and foremost, I want to say that that was a great interview. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
But just call me devil's advocate. I just feel like a hit dog on holler, and I just feel like he just going too hard to prove his innocence. Like if you didn't do anything, your your best bet, because everybody's been blamed for something that we didn't do, and it's always your best bet that justice gonna prevail in the end. They have so many people, even somebody that I know that had went to jail, um being falsely accused, and it took time, but they were vindicated. So I just feel like he just saying too much. He just doing too much. I just feel like if he had real legal counsel, they would tell him this is an open case. Please don't discuss it. You don't have to go so hard to prove your innocence. Like, allow us to do our job. And that's just how I feel, Wiley. I just think he just saying too much. He's speaking too much, and he just doing too much. And it's starting to feel like, bruh, I hate to like put it out there, but it's just starting to feel like you're guilty to me.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm wrong, or I don't know if I'm just kind of like overthinking it, but I just feel like
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna open up the phone lines.
it's just too, he's just doing too much. It's just starting to just really, I don't know. I don't know, Wiley. I don't know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, or
Your
Uh,
show is scheduled to
all
start
right.
in
Give me a second.
25
I'm gonna
seconds.
open up the phone lines as well. So again, listen, I don't understand why any lawyer would tell him, go on platforms. I've never seen that before. The most people I see on there will say, "Hey, do not go on platforms.
Your show will
It
go
is an open
live in
case."
5 seconds. Four, three,
and I ain't. I'm
two,
sorry, Wiley. Let
one.
this go.
Okay.
And Wiley, I 100% agree with you. I don't even as something as like something as simple as like I stole out the store. If you have like legal representation, they gonna tell you don't go around telling people you stole out the store, stupid.
Mm.
Like, in like for the smallest cases, anything that's an open case, anything that could have the potential to put you in jail, why are you
Because
speaking on it?
someone just posted in the chat that they did an interview and someone said they're not surprised by these allegations. So I'm trying to get her on so we can get an understanding of what she meant by that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because she had watched a clip. So I'm just trying to see that they interviewed somebody from a neighborhood and they was like, oh, they're not surprised of these allegations. But like I said, some of
I
this,
read the chat too. I think that's what she did say, that they interviewed somebody from the neighborhood, and they said that they're not surprised. So this so it sounds like to me that this has been going on
right. All right. Thank you for being,
before the two little movies that he did.
thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
All right, bye bye. Anonymous, you live on air. How you doing?
Hey Wiley, hi Chat.
Hi.
I'm first of all, I hate to even give my opinion about what we heard because I feel like we shouldn't have heard anything we heard thus far
Okay.
because he spoke way too much. And if I had the things that he said and the things that he posted is making him look bad. So if I was in the position and I had to choose if he was innocent or guilty right now, at this current moment, based off of what was posted and what he said out of his own mouth, it wouldn't be in his favor. I think he needs to keep his mouth quiet. He's talking way too much, and the stuff that he's posting about Kalani and her abortion, all of that is irrelevant, and to me, it's a sign of deflection, and I don't even want to go there and
Really? He
point out
posted that
everything
about
because I
that?
don't want to hurt
He
him anymore.
he said that?
But
He posted something about that? Like, really?
yes, you have to. You didn't. Oh, why me? If I don't even want to say it because he's a black brother, Wiley. Let's just wait and see how it folds out. The stuff got deleted, but if you can do your research, I just need him to shut up. If he was
Wow.
my child, I was going off right now because he's talking too much. But he's making himself look bad. If I had to choose right now, sorry, just shut up, dude. I hope he's listening and keep his freaking mouth quiet. The stuff that and the blackmailing, how he's doing to Kalani and the stuff that he's saying, it has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with this case. And he's telling her how he wants a public apology. Wiley, I'm going to get off the phone. Let me not go into it no more.
Okay.
Just for his protection. All right.
All right. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. 9311.
Hi, Wiley. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. I was just listening to the interview that you did with that guy, Kaalan Walker, and he sounds very, very guilty to me. And I could be wrong, but everyone is just speaking on their opinion and what it seemed like to them. And to me, he sounded guilty, and it sounded to me like he was trying to guilt you and guilt the public into believing him. And he kept mentioning, he's black and he's fighting for you and he's fighting for black folks and all of this nonsense. So he's trying to manipulate our emotions and guilt us into believing what he wants us to believe. And the reason why he's out here speaking, even though it's against his own self-interest, is because I think that he believes to some extent that he's innocent, or he's trying to convince himself that he's innocent, and that these women perhaps that they provoked him, or that it's their own fault. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Bill Cosby, very self-righteous and just believing his own lies.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what I got out of it. He sounded very narcissistic to me.
This is really something. I am just sitting here and just trying to digest this information. But again, this trial is coming up. It's right around the corner. July 15th is when this trial will begin. And so,
but what do you think? What do you think about the fact that he kept mentioning that he was a black man? Because I didn't watch the interview with Tasha K, so I don't know if his victims are also black women.
Oh yeah, his victims. I think one is Asian. I think some are black. Most are black, and I think one is Asian, if I'm not mistaken, in what he said. But yeah, he's on this trip, and he said he's a black man, and he is innocent. And he said, "Oh, it could be you." And I'm hearing this, and if there's anybody, and I hope that would never be me being falsely accused of anything, but I would hope that I would not just go out and not listen to my attorney and just do interviews on top of interviews and release tapes to bloggers. I think that would backfire. But a lot of people haven't heard about this case. They're now hearing about it more and more and more. Because like I said, when he came out, he started to do interviews, right? You can go back months from Mob Radio, from Jason Lee, Tasha K. Now you can add on Dr. Umar. Now you can add on the list Wiley. So he's definitely on a press tour.
Yes, and the thing that really caught my attention is that he's not really defending his case by stating facts. He's just trying to play on people's emotions. I'm a black man, and it's because I didn't want to be with them anymore. And he's just going on this, he's just trying to guilt people into believing his story instead of, just stating facts or even listening to his attorney. So to me, it just sounds suspect. And if he's an innocent man, I would feel terrible, but he is doing himself a disservice. If he is innocent, he needs to stay off the internet and just listen to his attorneys and let the case play out. That's the only thing I would do if I were him, and he was innocent.
All right, thank you. Thank you. And where are you calling from? You overseas?
Yes, I'm overseas. I'm from the Netherlands.
You're from the Netherlands?
I called you the last week as well, yeah.
Wow. And you are a fan of the Wiley Show, calling from the Netherlands.
I am.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. What time is it in the Netherlands? What time is it?
It's 8:45 in the morning.
Wow. Okay. Well, enjoy your breakfast, and thank you so much for calling to the Wiley Show.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, from the Netherlands. 6438, calling you on air. 6438. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. I can just say he's guilty, and it's sick that he's trying to pander to Black people and get us to take his side. Like the last caller said, he was like, "Hey, Wiley, you're Black and you're a man, so you should stick up for me and believe me." This man has another side, and I think it comes out in some of his interviews. He seems very manipulative and seems like he will say anything to gain sympathy. Also, he shouldn't be leaking sex tapes and without getting permission from those women. I want to know, like, did those women get permission for those sex tapes to be leaked? And also, some people were saying, well, those women seem like they were enjoying themselves in the video. Those might have been consensual. We don't know. Allegedly, they consented. We don't know what's going on. But we don't know if those are the women in the sex that's accusing him or not. So just because some women consented in the past doesn't mean that the women that are accusing him are consented. So
That's what
that
I was
doesn't need to
saying,
be said.
because that doesn't mean discard all the other women. And yeah, and because I haven't looked at the tape, so I don't know if those are the women or not that have accused him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and did those women like give permission for that to be leaked? Because like that's crazy too. If he's like having sex with women, filming it, and then leaking those tapes or just putting them out there, that's wrong on another level.
Yeah, because they would say it's tapes, and I'm like with an S, so it's multiple. I haven't seen the tapes. Have you seen the tapes?
Oh no, and I definitely do not plan on watching those tapes. I'm not interested in watching that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just want to know like if those women are the ones that consented or that's accusing him of rape or not. If not, then we don't need to be like lumping all of the women into the same thing. Like, oh, everyone is like just because he had consensual sex with one person doesn't mean he had consensual sex with everybody he's encountered.
All right. Thank you, ma'am,
Yeah.
for calling in and giving your thoughts. And we, like I said, we will cover the trial on the Wiley Show. We definitely will cover it.
Yeah, and it's like crazy to me because a lot of times, like even for like Meg, I know it's like a different story, but like we need to start protecting Black women more. Like Meg was shot by Tory, and people started attacking her, and she's like constantly under attack. It's like, hello, a Black woman was shot, and now we're just like attacking her. And like you said before in another live, a lot of times it's Black women attacking Black women. It's just too much. And then a lot of times it's like, oh yeah, she's bitter, she's a liar, oh she shouldn't have been doing this or that. And it's like, hello, people. As someone said before, like the most disrespected and neglected woman in the world is the Black woman. So it's just the same that I'm constantly seeing so many Black women attacking other Black women and not standing up for Black women. But they will march to the moon and back to protect Black men, even Black men that have done certain things. But then when it's a Black woman that needs help, it's like, oh, she attack. So it's like, no, I don't really know. This is just so crazy.
Wow. All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right.
All
So
right,
I'm going to
bye.
read this to the public. This article, this is from Newsweek.com. And they said in 2008, the 23-year-old Superfly actor was arrested and charged with 9 counts of felony sexual assault and rape dating back to April 2016. 15 women have accused Walker of sexual abuse. Because of COVID-19, Walker was released on reduced bail in March, but the victims were never made aware. He is accused of using social media to contact women under the guidance of arranging a photo shoot. The women claimed the actor then sexually assaulted them when they met up, expecting him to be a photographer. Walker's career was taken off before the arrest in 2018. He have starred alongside Halle Berry in the 2017 film Kings. He also starred in 2018 film Superfly in the legal drama In Contempt the same year. They said, rapping under the name KR, he spoke to Billboard in 2018 about battling depression, telling the publication, "I've almost ended my life on multiple occasions. I am still depressed. Sometimes I'm lonely. It's not all glitz and glamour behind the scenes. Depression is a real thing, but people are scared to admit their difficulties, faults, and sadness because they don't want to look weak." And then Walker also denied the allegation. He have taken to social media to say he is innocent. This is a quote. He said, "I am innocent until proven guilty." Walker said in part on social media, "Not guilty until proven innocent. It's not cool. Just wait until my trial, y'all." Give me a second. We have a caller, 0233. Call you on air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Does he have the same crisis manager as R. Kelly? Because I feel like I've seen this before.
I don't know.
With the whole R. Kelly thing, how R. Kelly was just kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. and just making himself look bad. And I feel like this guy is doing the same thing. He's just talking and talking and talking, and it's just I had needed a cigarette. Like it was just it just had gotten to be a little bit too much. Like it, it's almost like a childlike behavior. You know, like when a child did something and they trying their hardest to just prove like or go overboard to be like, okay, well I didn't okay, well mama, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. And I just feel like he's just trying to get like the sympathy of like black people in general. Keep saying, "Oh, black men have been accused of rape before and stuff like that." My mama always told me, if somebody have a case against you, trust me. If it's a big case, they got you. They got you, and they gonna do what they have to do to put you in jail.
Mm.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we
It's so
thank you.
confusing because I'm conflicted.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay,
All
we got
right.
to bring this live to a close. We want to say personally thank everybody for their support. Also, too, we want to give a special shout out to y'all for watching. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna definitely do some more research because I just got an update on something. I can't really get into it today, but we're gonna have to do some research on this. We got to do some more research, and I'm gonna have to do this again. So, if you want to be notified when I go live, okay, give me a second. Let me put that on the screen. You could be notified when you could text the Wiley Show to 833-760-1691. And you could be notified when I go live. Okay. So we're gonna say special shout out for that. Give me a second. Somebody said some on Instagram. Hold on one second. Okay, let's see. Yes, definitely gonna do some research. Okay, you send me that. Okay, I'm gonna watch over there. Okay, hold on. Let me read this. What is this? Rapper actor Kaalan Walker is accused of sexual assault of several women, allegedly targeting them, aspiring actors. Sydney Stanford is still in shock. This is a quote from Sydney Stanford. This is one of the accusers. She said this quote, "That just tells you right there how little they care about the girls in this case," said Stanford. Why, by the way, are mostly women of color? Another one victim said, "It makes me feel like the girls and young girls are not valued. Women are not valued. Sexual assault survivors are not valued." So it's definitely some clippings that people are sending me. So we definitely will keep you all updated on this. This is a very complex situation, but we definitely will come back. So y'all have a good night. Peace. Leave us a comment, thumbs up, and thank you all so very much.